An attendant getting in with Nostalgic. Set now and away they go. Fairessa missed the start on the inside and Unzip was slow. Ancient Valley began very quickly and led Mazire. Princess Brook going forward on the outside. Pesto to be up on the speed now. They're followed by Meldemur on the outside of Fairbet, getting a good card into the race on the inside rail. They're trailed a length further back by Verslager, who's over on the outside of Miss Rosedale. 1.5 further back as Welcome Ray, and then came Nostalgic, Purely Academic on the outside of her. 2 lengths to Fairessa, followed by Unzipped and then Valencia. And back to the tail of the field goes Tinglewood on the outside, and Saladair pushing up along the fence now. Before the turn at the 600 metres, and it's Pesto on the outside with a narrow advantage. Meldemur her outside and Ancient Valleys against the fence. Fairbet right behind them fourth, and then Verslago, Miss Rosedale, Mazire, and a gap to Purely Academic, Princess Brook and Welcome Ray. Into the straight now, and Ancient Valley kicks strongly on the inside and led by a length and a half to Pesto, who's under the whip at this point. Then Meldemur on the outside. Fairbet battling away, and now Purely Academic is coming with a run with Miss Rosedale. Ancient Valley getting tied. Pesto about to claim it, and wide out now on the outside is Purely Academic. Purely Academic raced up to Miss Rosedale. Purely Academic wins it by a long head to Miss Rosedale. Third's a Photo. Fairessa made ground, so did Nostalgic. Meldemur's close up. Unzipped made late ground too. Pesto weakened the last little bit, and then came Princess Brook, followed by Saladair. Back behind those to finish in the race was Welcome Ray, trailed by Valencia. Ancient Valley weakened very badly over the last 100 metres or so. Well back in the field is Tinglewood, and towards the tail going over the line, Mazire has finished well back, and one of the last in Verslago. Jumped away reasonably, just like Kelly got out fast, and going quickly Datari the grey on the outside. Costly Edition had begun very quickly. Also showing speed, Prince Baraides to drive up and join those 2 leading horses. Panorama Heights showing a lot more toe, is up and about 4th placing wide out on the course, and they're closely followed by In Zone on the rail with Just Like Kelly, Darrowby Livewire. Next in the field, Station Ruler wide out from Straight Wilder. Paris Rock's got a long way back, and might have got into a bit of trouble coming up towards the turn there. Crystal Academy towards the end, followed then by Harm's Way and Southern Crown. At the 350 metre mark now, Datari wide out on the course, went to a slender lead. Panorama Heights is after it. Costly Edition on the inside of them, battling away with Prince Baraides and End Zone, and then Just Like Kelly. Datari with 100 to go, led narrowly. Panorama Heights on the outside. It's Datari, a neck in front. Panorama Heights trying to get there, but Datari gives plenty, and Datari beat Panorama Heights by a long head. Photo third. End Zone on the rail might grab that one from Costly Edition, Prince Baraides. Southern Crown made late ground, then Station Ruler, Paris Rock, Harm's Way, followed by Darrowby Livewire, Prince Baraides, Crystal Academy. Just Like Kelly has tied badly in the run home to finish with the tail enders in company there straight. Now over at the starting point, Brief Stays rider is out of the saddle. This is French Snip. That's third event set to go. Racing now. That was a beautiful, I was about to say a beautiful start, but French Snip has missed it by about 8 lengths. Clear last. And Dorfee first to bound out. Graduated got out quickly. Berlinetta pushes up underneath them. Midori Gift settled down 4th, and Rose Charm 5th on the outside in the red cap. Brava Brava working up wider out, followed by Smoothie, who wants to over race a little. Then came Cognition about midfield on the rail. A length and a half, Brief Stay Artemis. Being trailed another length away with 1,000 metres to go by Born to Dream, Terranora, and Costarino on the outside, and French Snip last of all. Coming towards the turn at the 800 now, and moving up Berlinetta over on the outside, went to the lead ahead of Dorfee, one to Graduated. A length and a half away then in 4th placing, Rose Charm from Midori Gift, and on the outside of those, Brava Brava. They're trailed one further back by Cognition, who's come away from the rail, and then came Artemis Smoothie, 1.5 to Born to Dance, a good way back on the inside from Terranora, Brief Stay, and Costarino pulling out wide, and French Snip 2 lengths away. Into the straight, Berlinetta the leader from Graduated on the outside. Midori Gift coming through underneath those, and they're trailed by Artemis getting a run on the fence. Then came Cognition under pressure. Rose Charmers coming home with a good run down the outside, and in Costarino's got to the extreme outside. Graduated at the 200, led but only narrowly. Cognition claimed her quickly, and Born to Dream chimes in with a brilliant burst which is going to take her to victory. Born to Dream is racing away for Stephen Baster. Born to Dream beat Cognition by 2. Rose Charm third, and they're followed then then by Midori Gift, Artemis and Graduated, who seemed to struggle in the wet over the closing stages. And then Smoothie, French Nip, Brava Brava, Artemis, followed further back then by Terranora, and Costarino couldn't go on. And well back in the field then is Berlinetta, who's tired badly. So too did Dorfy, and Brief Stay was last. Blue cap on Ruling Eyes. Darting Princess and the red cap. Oh, Splash of Love getting up over on the outside there. Settled. Away they go. She jumped pretty well, Splash of Love on the outside. Victorix and Exotic Dreams are the first two to bounce out. Perrier had got away fast, and also Has to Be Kiri, who's pushing through looking for the lead along the inside, and LeBanca's prominent as well. At the 1400 metres now, and it's Victorix on the outside, Has to Be Kiri. Perrier 3 deep is in the leading bunch. In fact, Perrier's in the centre of those two, in fact, just easing back now. Then came Splash of Love moving up to fourth. A length further back in the field, Exotic Dreams, followed by LeBanca, and then Mega Moon a length away, 3 deep around Snipella. Zero Isle down on the inside, one further back is Darting Princess, and then Princess Stephanie. Indigo Reigns on the rails, a length and a half change of control, being followed by Blanchette, and then Ruling Eyes towards the end, and the New Zealander Class Eulogy is last of all. At the turn, at the 800 metres about to come downhill, Splash of Love putting the pressure on, goes out by a length and a half, Has to Be Kiri. 3 lengths to Victorix, Perrier the inside fourth, followed by Exotic Dreams, a length and a half, LeBanca, Mega Moon. They're trailed then by Darting Princess, starting a run round the outside quickly. Back over on the inside is Zero Isle as they come to the turn. Mega Moon losing ground quickly there. Indigo Rain passing her. Change of control getting to the outside now. Blanchett still a long way back as they come into the straight. Class Eulogy still last. Round the turn, Splash of Love against the rail lead, Has to Be Kiri. Exotic Dreams down the outside. Darting Princess and LeBanca's coming with her. Victorix rolling about a bit. Can't go on at the moment. At the 200 metres, it's Darting Princess over on the outside and LeBanca going to the lead ahead of Exotic Dreams. Perrier, change of control, the widest runner. LeBanca had it narrowly. Zero Isle is diving through, and Darting Princess, Zero Isle, LeBanca. Zero Isle's driven through underneath them all, and Zero Isle has got up to win it from LeBanca and Exotic Dreams. Then Darting Princess, Ruling Eyes, change of control, Victorix and Perrier. They were followed then by Class Eulogy, Blanchett, and then Has to Be Kiri, Splash of Love, a break to Indigo Rain, and a long break to Mega Moon and Princess Stephanie. Zero Isle, number 16, takes out the fourth on the card, will pay $16 and $4.80. Movement from one drawn in close. An attendant going up to help out there. It might have been Tars Lotto that was thrashing around a little. Oh no, here's one on the outside here. Opera Floats Riders in trouble. Dale Smith. And that was a separate incident, I feel, because it was drawn over near the outside and there was a horse playing up close to the inside. But Dale obviously is, from our angle side on, we just can't see, but he's obviously been hurt in the gates. And he's out the back there with an ambulance attendant now. It looks like he might have got a belt in the nose, perhaps. Yeah, anyway, he's putting the goggles back on. It looks like he's feeling well enough now to take his place. Everything seems to be okay. Dale Smith climbing back aboard Opera Float. Picks up the irons and he's ready for action, as are they all for this fifth of the day. The Flying Halo Handicap 1300. Away they go. Led's Bounty missed the start, and Freed Up also was slow to bound out, settling at the end, and Tars Lotto first out ahead of Rort Ming's Finale. Opera Float wide out began fast, and so too did Awesome Warrior in the all-white, followed then by Replay the Rail. Sterling Knight not far away the outside, a length Mr. Guilo, Prospector's Dream. They're being followed then by, over on the outside of those horses then is Rich Call. Ming's Finale ahead of it, so it's Fifeshire up and about fourth placing in fact. Next in the field is Augusta, Kaylee Lamore, and they were followed by Freeduff and then Timely Waters and Led's Bounty. Tars Lotto led by a length and a half to Rort. Awesome Warrior third and Fifeshire's fourth. They're followed by Opera Float, a length to Replay, Sterling Knight, then Prospector's Dream, one Ming's Finale, Mr. Guilo. Well back as Kaylee Lamore coming towards the turn from Rich Call and Augusta, and then Led's Bounty, Timely Waters and Freeduff into the straight now at the 450, and Tars Lotto is the leader from Rort and Fifeshire the Grey wider out. Back behind them then Awesome Warrior down near the the inside. Opera Float and Sterling Knight find the better ground out the middle, and then Mr. Guilo, Prospector's Dream and Timely Waters. Fifeshire race to the lead at the 200 metre mark. It's Fifeshire in front. Mr. Guilo's giving chase down the outside with Prospector's Dream and Sterling Knight. Fifeshire from Mr. Guilo. Fifeshire, Mr. Guilo, the greys fighted out, and Fifeshire just beat Mr. Guilo. Third, 2 lengths away, Sterling Knight. From Laird's Bounty making up ground. Prospector's Dream, Timely Waters out wide made ground 2, and then Taj Lotto. They were followed then by Replay, Ming's Finale, Augusta, Kaylee Lamore, Freeduff, Rich Call, Awesome Warrior Weakening, and then Wrought towards the end, and Opera Float. Zulu Storm favourite on track. They're away, and he jumped away reasonably well. Better Think alongside him got away well, and so did Legal Bound. As they jump into stride, Rock of the Ages is drifting back. He's going to be probably worse in midfield settling. Free Gold from an outside barrier, and on his inside Plumbing Plus with Better Think along the rails, setting a quick tempo early. 3 lengths to Legal Bound fourth, followed by Rift, then Zulu Storm. About 3/4 away behind him is Speculator as they're about to leave the straight, followed by Rock of the Ages and Don Arch. Further back in the field then Living End, who's leaving the straight very wide round the outside of Farmer News. Underground Lovers getting up on the inside of them, followed by Boundary Boy, Glow Baby second last, and McCabe is last of all. Into the back at the 1500, and Free Gold is setting a very strong gallop. Leads by about a length to Plumbing Plus. Better Think right behind them third. 3 lengths away is Rift, about 3 lengths to Legal Bound, and then Zulu Storm. He's followed by Speculator on his outside. 2.5 lengths further back, Don Arch on the outside of Rock of the Ages. Another 3 lengths break to Underground Lover, and they're followed by Living End, Farmer News, Glow Baby, and then came McCabe on the outside, and Boundary Boy. Down the back they go, heading to the 1,000 metres, and it's Free Gold still the leader by 2 lengths to Plumbing Plus, and Better Think third. Rift is fourth, Legal Bound is fifth on the inside, Speculator sixth the outside, and then Zulu Storm over on the inside. Rock of the Ages follows him on the rail from Don Arch, and then Living End, Underground Lover, 2 lengths McCabe, Farmer News, Boundary Boy, and back at the end is McCabe on the outside. 700 to go. Free Gold downhill, led by a length Plumbing Plus, 2 Better Think, 1 Rift. He's under pressure. Legal Bound is next from Speculator. Zulu Storm Living End round the outside from Don Arch. They're trailed then by Rock of the Ages, who's still down on the inside, coming up towards the turn. Glow Baby pulling out, and then Underground Lover. Free Gold, who has run it at a fast gallop, still leads, and he's kicked away with a big lead at the 400. Comes to the outside. It's Free Gold. He's got them all off the bit at this point. He's the leader. Rock of the Ages is getting through on the inside. Here's Glow Baby with a run from Plumbing Plus. Zulu Storm's not in it. Free Gold. This has been an amazing run. He has run them off their legs. Glow Baby gets up into second placing, but Free Gold, who went out at a fast gallop, keeps it going right to the post. Free Gold bolted in. Beat Glow Baby and Don Arch. Then Living End, followed by Speculator, Rock of the Ages, Plumbing Plus, and Farmer News, followed then by Legally Bound, and next to finish Underground Lover, Zulu Storm, Better Think, and a long break McCabe, Rift, and Liven Up, Rocky Glen, Bicep away fast, San Antone pushing up near the inside. Assume the Crown's booting forward wide out from Silver Talic, and then Stars Jewel and Prince Key as they settle into stride now, and Rocky Glen goes on at the 1200 metres. Drew about a neck in front of Assume the Crown the outside, Bicep the rail. 2 Silver Talic up fourth on the outside, travelling 3 deep around Stars Jewel the rail and San Antone the centre. 1 Liven Up, a length Prince Key, another length to Harvey, a length and a half Cadogan. They're trailed further back then by Insanity racing wide around Tomahawk, Tom Leonard on the rail, then Hibernian Prince from Aeronautic and Keelan. Off the back at the 800, Rocky Glen by a length and a half. In second placing, Assume the Crown, Bicep the rail third, Silver Talac fourth, Stars Jewel 50 inside from San Antone, just scrubbed up at this point, then Liven Up. 2 lengths Prince Key, Harvey, 2 Leonard on the inside from Cadogan, Tomahawk Tom. Couple Keelan the Grey getting up on the inside from Insanity, Hibernian Prince and Aeronautic. At the turn, Rocky Glen's going to corner about 2 lengths to Assume the Crown, Bicep the inside, and Stars Jewel Red Blink is running on. Down the outside comes Harvey from Liven Up. Rocky Glen in front at the 300 from Bicep to Assume the Crown. Harvey running on from Stars Jewel, and then Liven Up. Prince Key with some run, and Leonard on the inside. Rocky Glen drifting to the outside is the leader from Harvey, and Liven Up with 100 to go. Rocky Glen by a length and a half. Harvey, he's holding him out. It's Rocky Glen in front, tires but wins. Rocky Rocky Glen by Nectar Harvey, liven up third, Leonard fourth, and they're followed by Stars Jewel. Hibernian Prince ran on from Prince Key, Cadogan, Spy Sept, and then San Antonio was struggling a long way from home. Keelan assumed the crown, and then Insanity Aeronautic, Silver Talak, and Tomahawk Tom one of the last in. 14. Ready, away. And, she didn't jump all that well, Crimson Gem. She's second last, settling down. Fast pace early. Duchess Kachir leading from Granaya. Going up Sunrise on the outside. Sunrise Flight in company with Urgent Action. And then Silver Boom. All play settling off them about fifth from All Darts. And they're followed by Arousing. Battling further back as Hadlesburg. Crimson Gem recovering now from Lauriston Lass. Marouche. Sweet City Sue in his Treasure and Midas Million. 700 out now. And Sunrise Flight had gone round them to go to the lead by a length and a half to Urgent Action. Duchess Kachir in third placing. Silver Boom is fourth. To Granaya over on the inside of All Darts, and Marouche coming into it wide out from All Play, and they're followed by Arousing, Crimson Gem, Hadlesburg, Sweet City Sue, and they're followed by Lauriston Lass, Ena's Treasure, and Midas Millions. Round the turn, Sunrise Flight the leader by a length and a half. Duchess Kachir, Urgent Action on the outside. All Play coming through near the inside. Marouche down the outer with a run. Crimson Gem has got into the widest ground. She's starting to really come home with a powerful run now across the track with Granaya hitting the lead from Urgent Action. All Darts and Crimson Gem coming. Granaya the leader though. All Darts lifting late. Granaya in front though, and it's Granaya for the money, beating All Darts. Photo third, Crimson Gem or Urgent Action, and they were clear then to Lauriston Lass, All Play, Duchess Kachir. Hadlesburg made some ground. Ena's Treasure, Marouche, Silver Boom, followed by Sunrise Flight, Midas Million, Sweet City Sue, and Arousing is finishing at